Coach Sean, it's a real pleasure to have you here.
Pleasure to be here, man.
Thank you for joining us. Can I just start by asking you, as one of the most recognizable celebrities in the world, how do you use your star power to communicate key messages that are important to you?
Well, the thing is, I've never wanted to be famous. I've always said that. So I was born in Haiti in a hut. I didn't get to America till I was 10 years old. So for me, I always remember like what my father said. My father always said, look, at the end of the day, everybody is on an even platform. And the number one key is respect and to treat everybody with dignity. So for me, these are always the words that I use in my platform, you know, treat people with respect. Don't look down on people, you know, and always be an inspiration. It's never about what I'm doing. I want to know what you're doing. And then I want to know if you're having a bad day, how I can make you feel better. Because that's how I'm going to feel better.
That's a great answer.
Yeah.
And how'd you get into music, just if you take back?
Man, I got into music. I started in Haiti because I remember in extreme poverty, music, I used to always be singing in the village, and I would just forget everything. And when I got to America, I just started playing different instruments, self-taught. And then I learned how to rap because I used to get into a lot of fights in the ghetto. So I figured like if I learn how to rap, then I'd be like one of the cool kids, and versus fighting, I could go into battle rap and all of that. So I was doing music, and at 16 years old, I started taking it more seriously. A music teacher discovered me, put me in jazz. And then I remember I heard Michael Jackson. And when I heard Michael Jackson, I didn't say who's Michael Jackson. I said, I want to be like the guy that's doing the music for Michael Jackson. So then I researched it, and it was Quincy Jones. So that's why I said till today, my most famous records is not me. It's the records that I do for people. And I love that because for me, I'm always excited about the artist. So I guess that's probably what got me into the business, the idea of working with artists and doing music for them.
Fantastic. And Global Citizen Forum, you've been involved for many years.
Yeah, I'm like a member now. I think I got every Global Citizen passport right now. Yeah.
What would you like people to take away from this forum and others when they attend?
So a friend of mine was asking me, why Global Citizens Forum? Like, you know, you get asked to do 3,000 things a year, but no matter what happens, you religiously will always show up for the Global Citizens Forum. I said, well, because this is the first forum that do not focus on pity, right? It's not like you don't, you know, you have a lot of, think about it, long before we were born, NGOs was around, famine was around, right? World destruction was around, right? Global Citizens don't pity. The inspiration and the speakers and the minds of everyone getting together, what do we all have in common, right? What do we have in common is pushing the needle forward, right? So Global Citizens Forum, it don't attack like, oh, we're here to save the world. No, Global Citizens teaches you, if you can affect one person, that one person might be a Wyclef, right? That one person might be the next president of a country. That one person might be that person that's gonna change the world. So for me, that's sort of like the most exciting thing about Global Citizens to me.
That's also a great answer. And last of all, what do you think are the most pressing issues that you'd like to kind of, you know, put forward, put in the eyes of the global community, rather?
Well, the issue that I would put in the eyes of the global community is the idea of, as we work towards world solutions and we look at third world countries and third world islands and the idea of NGO work, right? You have some NGOs that have been doing amazing jobs, but should we start shifting our mindsets to the idea of what do modern education look like in a modern era, right? What is a business loan look like? And versus you giving me a micro loan and I'm in the ghetto, and set me up with a little barbershop, make me your business partner. Do not look at these countries. What if you don't look at them as charities no more? Look at it like, if you can go into these ghettos, right? I'm in the ghetto, man. And guess what? I know how to fix cars. Set up a trade school. Make me your partner. Don't give me charity, because I don't need charity. Teach me how to become an investor and treat me like an investment. Because the only way that we're gonna move forward is we have to give the real information to the youth, right? The real information means that if you set up a factory in my country, what happens when you leave? But what if you actually set up the factory and you teach the youth all of the technology in the factory? What if you start to teach them how to build the technology? What if you start to teach them the coding? So as we move towards the future, I think that we have to start to think like, with these countries, stop making them charity partners. We no longer need charity partners. Make them a real partner. Teach them a bit of what you really know as business, you know? And the last thing I'm gonna say, imagine this. In a third world country, you can have a child soldier that will take a gun and put it apart, take it apart, and put it back together in seconds. He's barely 12 years old. Imagine if that same kid, you sat with him and gave him coding instructions, what he would be today. Let's make them partners.
Absolutely. Michael Sean, thank you very much indeed for joining us here at Economy Middle East, and some great messages from you.